Okay, now we're green again. Why don't you double check if we're still working? We had some technical difficulties here. We're probably getting banned because Spectre here has to,
Shut up.
tickle his fancy
Here,
here.
how about here? First thing you do, fix your Discord so it shows both of us.
Oh yeah, yeah. I suppose. I don't know why anybody would want to see you, but
It's that. Well, I mean, you have that. Thank God you have that like over 6 million, megabits per second fiber internet you have there.
yeah. Well, it's not my internet.
Okay.
Broken Shake Shack. What the frick? He is. I'm gonna take a quick break here. I'm gonna grab myself a fresh bourbon, and then I'm gonna use the restroom real quick.
All right. Let's see. Now the real question is, should I order? They got an Alucard plush. I'm on the Konami store website here because I got my Silent Hill 2 dog coming to me. I'm drinking just Guinness right now. Nothing special. Rorschach is drinking his Bud Light. I think he went to go get a Bud Light. I think. Pump on drinking is so much better than shots. Yeah, it's the only thing with pumps for some reason is sometimes it's like it feels like compared to the pens or whatever, sometimes the absorption isn't quite as like good as it should be, but I mean, you just you let it go early or whatever, set the insulin to go, activate a little bit earlier. I could get a coin set. Oh yeah, well, yeah. I really don't really have many lows anymore.
I'll have you know I don't drink Bud Light. Okay, I am drinking bourbon. You probably can't see it too well, but or there's the camera. I'll put it up to the microphone. Maybe I shouldn't be drinking bourbon anymore, but it's called Wolcott.
There you go.
So I'm a big fan of stuff called a. Oh gosh, now I can't even remember the name of it. Blanton's, that's the name of it. Very, very good bourbon. At retail, it's not too expensive, but unfortunately, you can't find it at retail because it's constantly sold out.
I owe you one.
But that's my bourbon of choice. However, Wolcott is
Looks like we can continue on
in
this
the
way.
same distillery. And so it's just as good for a fraction of the cost, and you don't have to worry about trying to hunt it down. So I highly recommend it for any drinking aficionados out there. Aficionados.
I'm more of a vodka guy. But...
I know you like to mix your vodka with your lime juice and hold your pinky out while you're drinking it. Talking about
Okay.
Desperate Housewives and no, I don't have anything against vodka. Like this guy. There are some bosses that are skippable. Please, except I wasn't quick enough there. Okay, fine.
Gotcha.
I'd say it should only be like a couple hand cannon shots, right?
Oh yeah.
Svedka and Crystal Light. I like Crystal Light. I used to have Crystal Light all the time.
This is Pause, do you scroll? I don't want to do that.
Not big into sipping vodkas. I can appreciate good quality spirits much. Yeah.
Svedka and Svedka. That's I'm a Tito's guy myself. Svedka is just too dry for me. But to each your own, you know. That's why there are multiple options.
Nothing. You were right about the animals, though. You okay?
I'm fine. Well, for now.
Alright, so we got that. Huh? Oh, they add symbols in here. Oh, okay.
Look at all of this.
Am I talking to myself? Are you still there, Spectre?
I'm not here.
Okay. Spectre's not here. Spectre's dead. F in chat.
Well, it's just a replica. Only a couple uses for it.
There it is.
Good job, man.
Right.
I'll grab treasures as I see them. Doesn't hurt to have extra pesetas. Peseta!
I mean, I guess you really don't need them.
No, I don't. So I need the snake. Where's the snake?
Don't even think about trying this yourself.
Slithery snake.
As if.
Shut up.
Don't leave me. Leon, are you
Me?
kidding me? Jumping across chandeliers. Seriously, who does that?
Are you ready to hand over the girl?
Not this guy again.
Oh yeah, the
I'm
water.
making delivery preparing some entertainment for you. Without further ado, the gallant knight protects the princess fair.
All right.
All right.
Leon, they're here.
Ah, God, I just love the hand cannon. It's my favorite weapon right now.
Watch out!
What? Where did you come from?
It's a satisfying kind of like god mode type of weapon right after the normal playthroughs.
Oh yeah. And you know the shotgun. Oh man. There's somebody up there too. You know the normal shotguns are all fine and good and all that stuff. Or the striker. I like using the striker. The riot gun apparently is the best shotgun to use in terms of damage dealt. Oh my gosh. Okay, so these guys are new. At least in this portion of it. Anything else around me? Okay, there you are. Leave me alone! Stop shooting at me! Go. Okay, hopefully they don't come back. I'm at an hour and 24 minutes, so you know I might hit that 5.5 hours. Definitely not going to do this the entire night.
I'm fine.
But I think you're safely on track for the speed run, right?
I think so. Start coming over here. Don't be scared. Come here, my Las Plagas friends.
Yeah, I think you have to be. I think you have to be down there for them to actually chase you. Right?
Here you go.
Yeah, in order for them to actually chase you. Oh, he's gonna transform, huh? How'd that work out for you, bud?
You're serious.
Where did you even come from? Okay, so no fresh ones. Oh. Oh, there is a fresh one up there. You son of a gun. I'm running out of health items here.
Yeah, you only have, you know, like what, 10 more first aid things.
Next.
Leon, watch out!
Oh, hey! You missed.
That one just kind of like phased into existence there. Like,
Yeah.
Like came out of nowhere.
I didn't notice it at all. I don't even think I heard
It looked like he just popped in, like he.
Alright, so this might be a little bit more difficult. I know
We're not out of
the
the woods
enemies
yet.
can be, for all intents and purposes, like two-tapped when they're chasing Ashley. Yeah, I don't want that. Okay, so I only have one. Okay, now I have
Yeah, maybe
six.
downsize like your shotgun ammo or something. Like get rid of it, like some of that. Or...
Maybe. As I pick up more shotgun. Actually, the shotgun will be pretty
Little over the
useful
top,
here for the
don't you
enemies
think?
that come after me on the floor.
You gonna be okay?
Yeah, I got this. Leon!
I'll cover you. Don't stop.
Why don't you use the hand cannon?
It's too far of a distance. I don't want to risk missing them, and then they get Ashley and all that crap.
Yeah, Ashley definitely had a skirt on before.
Now that one.
We were going over that
Be
earlier.
careful.
Shake Shack though doesn't like that subject.
No,
Not only did she have a skirt, but there was several there was several sequences in the game where
Hang on. I've got you.
she would you know, she would like fall down, you'd see her underwear and stuff like that.
yeah, you could see her that she shot that Victoria's Secret.
Yeah.
And it's not. I don't like the subject. Twitch doesn't like the subject.
And I mean, it should really stay off of Twitch. Now here, let me switch over to my Amaranth stream here.
So this will at least clear up some inventory space with the handgun bullets I'm using. What? What do you mean?
You
Watch
know, that
now?
is the sad thing. I don't know if she beat her cat. I know she did like some fake pornos though. You watch those?
One. Okay, get back here.
Look. Oh, man, I like that.
Let's go, Ashley. Where are you? Okay, I don't have to worry about those.
Come on.
guys.
Got it.
All right, so this area's done. There was some stuff with Amaranth that her husband has
Hurry up.
allegedly abused her and stuff too. And it's just like she was complaining about like how she has to do what he's told, and it's like I'm sure you feel really bad as a millionaire.
You hurt?
I'm good. Thanks.
Yeah, she's a millionaire for sitting in a hot tub and, you know, like I said, selling who knows how much on like the Patreon stuff, and then like I said, the best part about it is the fake porno.
Yeah, those I haven't heard about.
So it's it's literally a fake porno. She's not actually. It's some guy with a camera, and like I said, how can I say this in a Twitch-friendly way? It's not actually like a contact thing. It's contact not with the guy, but with a
You sure?
clearly fake male appendage.
Looks like the right place.
So it's simulated. It's all over some image boards. It comes up quite a bit, but it's but yeah, long and short of it is it's simulated pornography.
Chapter 8. So I'm
You're like at the halfway point.
well, when I finish chapter 8, I'll be past the halfway point.
Welcome. I've got something
And
new
then
for you. A deal
I think
well
the saddest part about it is, you know, I mean, I know we're like a nothing channel, but if we were like, if we had like her on here,
stocking up while
you know, can you imagine we had her on here too?
Wise.
We'd have like something somewhere in the range of like
anytime.
10K people watching us just for that alone.
Yeah, so stop talking crap about her. Maybe she wants to join. Maybe she'll show up in the chat, and then
Maybe if I talk enough crap about her, she'll notice us.
Oh yeah, this section. Okay. All right, I gotta kill this dude right away.
Sorry to interrupt.
Just line up, boys. Oh.
Yeah, that hand cannon. I mean, it is kind of like silly overpowered. I mean, but it's funny to watch.
It's fun. It's fun to use. Having a blast with it.
Literally.
Yep.
I just want to know who's running around here with the yellow paint.
Right. Why did they decide to paint certain things yellow? Like, what were you thinking, Salazar?
That'd be a joke I would definitely, if I was making a game. I was technically considering making a game, but I'll do something like that. I'll make it like so obvious. I'll be like, go here, dumbass.
Right. This is where you belong. Go to this area. Alright, so I can unlock this door. Although I probably won't ever travel back to this area. But, you know, unlock doors where you can.
Never know. But I suppose, yeah, you do have to kind of haul ass through this. I mean, you're making a good time from the sounds of it, but it's like I wouldn't go for a stroll for the tulips here. I'd keep pushing forward as much as you can.
Oh yeah,
person I
I'm
thought I'd
confident
run
I'll
into here.
be able to hit the 5.5 hour mark, unless something crazy happens. But what? Oh, Ooh, they changed locations of them in this run. Okay. Extravagant clock. Where is it? Where's the third thing? Oh. Did I miss it over here? Oh, right there, sitting in the cooking pot.
Where else would you put it?
Yeah, I suppose. Alright, so... What do we got here? No, not that one. Okay, we'll move you up here. There we go. Easy as pie.
That should do it. All right. Need to find Ashley. Oh, great.
Come on. Oh, oh my gosh.
Like you gonna hit him?
Yeah, right?
I have something on. Welcome. I got something new. Give that the care it deserves, mate.
Come back anytime.
We'll come
Now,
back
does the
anytime.
timer count your time in like with the merchant or?
Yes, everything
Oh.
in game counts. The only thing that doesn't count is when you actually go on the pause menu.
Okay.
Come on, steady up. Oh gosh,
She said meeting you once was enough.
there we go. Shot. And then there you are. Come on, poke out a little bit. I'm coming forward. There you go. Come on, come on. There you are. Huh?
Oh, you were expecting me. Next.
Yeah, you stupid bug. You can't do anything with him now.
Agarradlo.
Ah! Busted her in two. Oh wait, where's the thing? There it is.
Yeah, those death animations pretty satisfying for them that they got
Oh yeah,
chopping them in half and all this stuff.
yeah. Yeah, I love it. It's great.
Yeah, I mean it's.
Oh!
This is going to be up there. I mean, well, we're only halfway through the year, but I mean, thinking ahead to like game of the year stuff, you know.
Yeah, my only thing is, it's tough for me to give remakes Game of the Year.
Yeah, I can go back and forth on it. You know, like I mean, well, see, the other tough thing about that too is like what counts as a remake. You know, like I mean, you know, like what I mean, if it's so substantially changed in a lot of ways, so like different and upgraded. You know, I mean, I could see what you're saying more for like a re-release. You know?
Yeah, I guess.
Like I mean, like if you re-release like, let's take like Majora's Mask was re-released this year, or Ocarina of Time was re-released this year, like, but no changes were made. It was just a port, like a straight port. I think it'd be ridiculous to give that Game of the Year.
Yeah.
But if they remade it from scratch, with all new assets and different areas, and changed things and added content, or like I mean, then I think it becomes a little bit harder to say.
I suppose. I mean, I definitely love the game. I guess, gun to my head, if I have to call this a Don't hit me! Don't hit me! Okay, you hit me.
I mean, for me, I mean, I have really high hopes for Armored Core, but I mean, at the same time, I also realize, like, I mean, it's not like we haven't gotten like subpar Armored Core games before. I mean, there's like, God, how many games are there in the series? There's 3 on PlayStation 1. There's like 7 on PS2. I think there's like 14, 15 games in the series at least, and a good chunk of those were. Some of them really were leaving a lot to be desired.
Yeah.
So there's no guarantee just because I mean there's a lot of hype behind it, and just because it's coming back after 10 years, it doesn't mean that it's automatically going to be good.
Right.
So I mean, as much as I want it to be good, I mean, I guess you just don't know.
Right. Oh, there's a guy down here. Don't hit me! Don't hit me! Don't hit me! Okay. Alright.
Yes. Cannon. Hope it works.
Come on, fall down the hole. Fall down the hole yet? That's fine. I'll come up. I like these little sections too. So like, ooh, I don't think that counted as a hit against me either. Yeah.
Adios, son of a bitch.
I wonder if Jordan left the chat.
All right.
Haven't seen any.
Respond now. You're here.
Yeah, respond now.
No, he's here. He's here. He's here.
Oh, okay, okay.
Are you playing the new Star Wars Survivor?
Oh gosh, I forgot that thing. Yeah, he is. I was talking to him about it earlier.
I was considering streaming it.
Did you end up buying it?
I know they were saying it. What?
Did you end up buying it?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Because I mean, I wasn't sure exactly what we were going to do.
Look at all these treasures I have to find.
I might give it like a week and see if they patch it or whatever. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe I could get it to work. Maybe I could get it to work like somewhat decently. Because it was all over the board on like the Steam forums. People were saying like, "Oh, I got a 4090 and blah 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 $3,000 rig and it's not working." And then other people are like, "Oh, I got like a 3070 and like what I have and it's no problem whatsoever."
Sorry, I've had my fill of you guys.
Just like anything else, you gotta tweak the settings a little bit. I'm sure turn off all the ray tracing nonsense and all that stuff.
Oh yeah. All right, that's the end of chapter 8. So now we are officially at the halfway mark.
Playing that Series X works fine. Yeah, it's been really, it's been like a phenomenon for the last like year almost here, where just a lot of games have just been really.
Luis.
I mean, that's always happened,
believe
you
that
know.
guy.
I mean, you've always had games with like really bad launches and stuff like that, but it just seems like it's become endemic. Like it's just like every single game is having issues. And I mean, I've been pretty like fortunate with them. I haven't had like a ton of problems. I only play on PC, but I haven't had a ton of issues really for any game. I think the only one that actually gave me any trouble, and it was only because I was streaming it. That was really the only issue with it. Was Hogwarts. Like it took me a little while to figure out like how to tweak the settings on that, but that was only because I was streaming it. When I wasn't streaming it, it was working fine. But every game is released with some kind of like, just I mean, and I mean it seems like they fixed them pretty quickly. Oh yeah, I like Hogwarts. I really was not expecting to buy and also like that game. I really got to get around to actually like finishing that and completing it. But it's just this has been such a crazy front-loaded year. I mean, there's been so much stuff coming out. It's just been like game after game after game, like big game after big game. Even starting right away in January, we had Dead Space, which was pretty good too. So it's just been relentless with new games coming out. And I'm kind of looking forward to the summer here, because we'll have a little bit of a drought between, because I'm not getting Zelda, so Rorschach will play that, but so maybe I'll get Star Wars. I'm not sure, but yeah, after Star Wars, I have nothing until August when Armored Core comes out, so I have time to actually catch up on stuff, and I need it because I got a lot to catch up on.
Yeah, Hogwarts was one that I don't really care about Harry Potter much anymore. But I was really surprised at how much I enjoyed Hogwarts Legacy, and I was coming along on it pretty well, and then it's fallen to the wayside now at this point, and.
There's just too much other stuff to play,
Yeah.
I mean, you got to prioritize. I mean, you did like I said, it's clear where your attention is going towards. You did like 6 runs of this game.
Oh yeah, dude.
So,
I was, I appreciate. I've said this all the time. I appreciate Resident Evil 4 original, and so I got this, and I was pessimistic at first. And then the more I saw on it, the more I read about it, I was just like, man, this game is shaping up to be awesome, man.
It's awesome. I mean, I will, just like you kind of nitpick Dead Space, I will nitpick a couple of things that were changed here that I don't like, but I can look past it, I mean, it's such a minor, there's such minor changes that it doesn't really affect things. Like I said, it's just like Dead Space, If I can look past it in that game, I can look past it for this game.
What haven't you liked so far in RE4 Remake?
I mean, I gotta do like a full run of it, but I don't like the changes to Ashley. I don't like the removal of a boss, but like I said, I think that might be because of the DLC. So
okay.
It's very minor gripes, but it's just like.
Well, what are the?
I don't like. It's little things like you can't shoot through doors, stuff like that. Like it's really minor stuff.
What changes to Ashley don't you like, or is it just you being a dork and bitching about cosmetics?
No, it's more than cosmetics. I don't like the characterization I've seen of her. I like how she was in the original. I like I feel like they've tried to preserve a lot more of that overall as compared to some other remakes, but I mean I like the wackiness of the original. I like the goofiness of it, and the tone of it. It's like you're playing like an old like action movie type of thing, almost like an old like Schwarzenegger action movie where it's like a lot of like goofy one-liners and dialogue. And,
well, the one-liners are still here. They're still
exactly. Well, yeah, exactly. Like I said, I'm nitpicking, but it's kind of like it was with Dead Space, where I mean, like, was there anything really wrong with Dead Space? Not really. Just a couple like dumb changes that
I'll take care
you
of
blink and you miss them. You know.
Yeah.
But let's see. I'm not a big horror game fan, so for me, it has been very. Yeah, it's if you're not a horror game fan, I mean, this has been like the horror renaissance. Like, there's been a ton of horror games coming out. I know Rorschach didn't care for a couple of them. You did not like Scorn, you did not like Callisto Protocol, but I enjoyed them for what they were. Flaws and all, warts and all, I enjoyed them still. But yeah, so I mean, if you remove Dead Space. So if you remove the horror genre, and I mean, yeah, I guess there isn't quite as much to play.
I like Dead
but even
Space. Hold on.
No, I'm saying like I'm not saying that you didn't like Dead Space. I'm saying if you remove horror,
gotcha.
like okay, so like if you don't like horror games, you still had Hogwarts, you still had Atomic Heart. There's other stuff I'm just not thinking of. Company of Heroes came out. I'm liking Company of Heroes 3 a lot. That's not horror. You got Zelda coming up, of course. You got Star Wars right now, so you still got a lot of things to play that aren't horror related. Looking forward to Diablo. I wish I could look forward to Diablo. I won't get off on a big rant on it, but I really don't care for modern Blizzard. I think Blizzard's a very different company than it was even 10 years ago. They do not produce games I enjoy anymore. I don't like the direction that World of Warcraft. I noticed at first with like World of Warcraft. I don't like the direction that World of Warcraft took at all. Yeah, similar to BioWare. Like BioWare is not BioWare anymore. You may still have the same name on the door, but the people that made the games you like from BioWare they're all gone at this point, essentially, more or less. But yeah, no, I love Diablo. I mean, if I could move this camera, I could show you over here. I have a little like Diablo like bust, and I have Diablo 2 over there, and I even have a copy of Diablo 3 over there, even though I thought Diablo 3 was disappointing. But I don't know. I've given up on modern Blizzard. They don't make anything I enjoy anymore. I don't like what they did to World of Warcraft. I think I enjoyed Hearthstone actually, even when it first came out, but I thought they ruined that game as well, with power creeping it like crazy. They made Overwatch a big thing. I don't like Overwatch. The company just kind of, I mean, what they make just kind of moved away from me. I just don't care for what they do anymore. They botched the Warcraft 3 remake. That didn't turn out all that well at all, to the point where the fans had to kind of intervene and make their own kind of version of it to play. So they don't have a great track record. I mean, I'm trying to remember like the last like legitimately good like Blizzard game that came out that I can't criticize, and I really can't think of anything. Like the only thing I could think of would be maybe like a WoW expansion. Like I liked like World of Warcraft Legion, but even going back to Diablo 3, like I didn't like Diablo 3 as much. Diablo 3 launched with like a cash store. StarCraft 2, no love. I got nothing against StarCraft. I'm not like a StarCraft player. I got nothing against the game at all. From my understanding, it's great. But for me, for my RTSs, I like Warcraft. My personal favorite RTS is probably something like Age of Empires 2. I like those type of games. Or Command & Conquer, of course, as well too. But Command & Conquer is not really active as much anymore. The only Command & Conquer game that's out right now that's with a player base anymore is the remake, which is really good. The remake was really good. But yeah, I'd like to see like a Red Alert 2. Imagine if we got a Red Alert 2 and a Tiberian Sun remake. That'd be amazing. But yeah, no, I mean, in summation for Blizzard, it's just the company moved away from what I mean. They moved away from the things I've liked. I don't think they made anything really good for a long time. So I'm going to be skipping Diablo 4. I hope for the best for it. I hope it's a good game. I hope you enjoy it. But for me, the writing was on the wall of Diablo 3. I really did not enjoy Diablo 3. I played through Diablo 3, gave it plenty of chances, but it felt like a serious downgrade and a pivot into the wrong direction from Diablo 2. And Diablo 2 was basically perfection. It was an amazing game, one of the best games ever made. But yeah, so that's just like I'm not looking forward to, like you mentioned BioWare. I'm not looking forward to the next Mass Effect game, and I love Mass Effect. I think the first game was amazing, incredible. The second game is okay, and then the third game, of course, has its has a lot of issues and problems. But I still enjoyed Mass Effect 1 through 3. I thought it was a great experience. And then after that, it's I mean, we got Andromeda, and things just get worse and worse from there. And I don't know, man. I'm not expecting much from Mass Effect 4. But yeah, it's I don't know. Some companies just aren't what they used to be.
Here to that.
Here.
What do I have going on here? Okay.
Maybe I'll give Andromeda another shot. I think I actually technically own Andromeda because it was like $1 or something on the Steam sale.
Oh, break's over, I suppose. Welcome. I've got something new. Give that the
I think the
care
first
it
thing I would do though
deserves.
is I would want to go for the. I started going for the Mass Effect.
I knew
What's it
you'd
called?
choose
Legendary
that one.
Edition, the
It
remake
lays you
trilogy.
trapped.
So I probably would go for that again. But I'd have to start over though, because I started doing that. I think I started playing that on PlayStation, so I don't have my save file anymore. I'll have to start over. Which is fine though, because I mean, you start with Mass Effect 1, which is the best game.
Yeah, Mass Effect. I don't know. With BioWare, for me, they struck gold with Knights of the Old Republic for me, and after KOTOR
Hey, Leon,
1 and
that's some
2,
armor. Bet you
it
could use
just-
it like a bulletproof vest.
it didn't stick with me at
Little
all.
old-fashioned for my
I
taste.
didn't care for Jade Empire. I didn't care for
I
Mass
think you look pretty
Effect.
dashing.
I didn't think they were terrible games. It just, I don't know, something about them just didn't resonate with me.
How many broken mechanics there were in 1 and 2? Yeah, well, I mean, in 1, they kind of, like, they tried to add some quality of life changes to it,
stay
with,
up
like,
there.
the Mako and stuff like that. But I think that's probably the best one they did for the remake or remaster trilogy, because
Come on,
it's
you
the
can't
one
be
with the most
serious.
changes and improvements. I don't think they really changed much in 2. They did like a very small bit of censoring in 2 involving Miranda, but I mean, it's another blink and you'll miss it type of thing. It's really stupid that they even bothered to do that and stuff, but I mean, it's whatever.
Get away from me! Get away from me! Oh god, he got me. Oh, perfect.
I always love these like night enemy things. They're kind of crazy. They're kind of random to some degree too.
Ashley, it's okay. Just stay safe.
Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Oh, you're not dead.
What happened to your hand cannon?
It's easier to shoot them with the SMG than it is with the hand cannon. Except for this guy, where you gotta hang him in the back. Yeah, chase me. Chase me to the blue fire.
Go to hell, you rusty piece of shit.
So yeah, I would say Armor Core 6 is probably my most anticipated game right now. Aside from Elder Scrolls 6, which is probably, who knows if that's even going to be out this generation. That might be like
Night.
3 or 4 years from now still. Because
Sure you're all right?
you
You're not
figure
burned, are you?
Bethesda, okay, they're putting out Starfield
Thanks
this
for your
year
help.
in September.
I really did the trick.
And then you'll have, they're going to work on, what else are they working on? They're going to work on probably some DLC for Starfield. They'll do, they're still doing stuff with Fallout 76 consistently. They have a team on that.
Ashley.
They probably have, they probably don't really have much going for Fallout 5 just yet. I know they had like a 1-page design document they mentioned like 3 or 4 years ago, so who knows what stage they're at for that at this point. But I think Elder Scrolls 6 is probably going to be 2025 at the earliest. But I'm sure it'll be great. You know, I mean, I liked. I'm a critic of Skyrim, but I mean, still a great game, and the community behind those games is very, very active. You know, they make mods. You know, tons and tons of mods.
Oh, welcome. Got some rare thing. That's good work.
Come
if
back
I do say so
anytime.
myself. Well, come back anytime.
Yeah, 3070
Oh
works
my
fine. The only problem with the 3070 is the limited, what's it called, RAM for it. I think it's only 8 gigs, right, for a 3070. But I mean, hey, it gets the job done. So
I can't believe I didn't grab the goat head. What a bot. Thought I did.
yeah, the Diablo 2. Yeah, I guess that was probably the last like Blizzard release recently. That was only a couple years ago, I think. That I was pretty satisfied with the Diablo 2 re-release, Resurrection of Evil. That was just fine. I didn't really have any real issues with it. I did a playthrough of it. I got to go back and do another playthrough of it again sometime. But I mean, it's Diablo 2. You know, I mean, they didn't screw it up, and it looks good. I mean, I still am a sucker for the old like style graphics and stuff too. But couldn't you like switch between the two in it? I think. Pretty sure you could.
Moving along here, I'm
I
at
think
the
you-
2-hour mark.
I think you can. It's like the Master Chief Collection, where you hit a button and it switches to the old graphics. Let me find out right now.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you this, because you kind of glossed over it, but what about Ashley's characterization did you not like for Remake, or your perception of it? Like, specifically.
Well, I mean, just based on, like I said, I had some spoilers I saw for the game. Like, I like the ending. It seems like there is this emphasis on. Okay, so the characterization for Ashley in the original was she's kind of, I mean, let's be honest, she's kind of a bimbo, kind of an idiot and airhead, and there's a lot of jokes and stuff at her expense.
Mm-hmm.
I know that they some of the lines are removed, like the ballistics line, and I think Leon kind of gets in on the fun at one point. I think Leon says like a good thing you fall on your butt or something like that. You know, it's just, I mean, it's the characterization of her as this kind of like ditzy idiot, which is fine. I mean, not every character needs to be like
Yeah, but I didn't ask about the original. I'm asking what about the remake? What characterization of hers?
Well, I can give you a better idea of that once I played for the whole game, and
Okay.
give you, but like I said, I've only seen snippets of cutscenes and stuff so far, so I can't give you a detailed book report on it yet. If that's what you're asking for.
Well, give me your knee-jerk reaction on it. That's what I'm asking.
My knee-jerk
for.
reaction watching like the end cutscenes and stuff like that, it's like I think the original did it better.
Okay. Well,
Hell, even the costume itself, like I question. I guess I'd like to know. Maybe it was explained, or maybe a developer can explain like why these changes. Like it seems like it's not like a one-off thing. It seems like there's this kind of like there's a pattern to the changes to the character, to kind of move her away from this kind of like just this, ditzy bimbo girl.
Look at this shot right now. What's wrong with the costume here? Or are you just upset that you can't look up the skirt? I'm just, and be honest.
I question why change that? Why not just keep that as it was before? Why would they change that?
But why does it matter?
Well, I'm just saying because it's part of her characterization before, where she was just kind of the butt of the joke, no pun intended.
I don't know, man. I think her character model looks great in here. There's definitely jokes made at her expense still in the remake. They're not as overt as the original. And I think what you're alluding to is like the girl boss.
I mean,
statements.
and not even, and there's degrees of that. I'm not saying they turned her into to Lara Croft here or something like that. You know, I mean, she's not the hero of the game. I'm just saying that it seems to me, like I said, based on what I've seen so far, I'll be able to better analyze it after I've played through the whole thing a couple of times. But it seems to me that there's been a tonal shift, at least a slight tonal shift for how the character's presented.
Well, I can tell you that if it's a girl boss concern, that's not the case with her. At all.
And I'm not saying it was a girl boss concern. I'm not saying I don't think she's turned into the hero of the game. I'm just saying that it feels like there's been a change. You know, like I said, in the first game, I mean, you could call it like, you know, it wasn't a flattering characterization of her, but I mean, who cares? Not every character needs to be like, I guess, like respectable in that degree. You know what I mean? Like, I mean,
sure.
She's kind of a prop, you know, in the game. You know, like that's how she is in the original game. She's sort of a prop of sorts. You know, she's kind of a, you know, she's kind of annoying almost in some ways, but she's also kind of just goofy and ditzy and.
See, and that's
it kind of makes like in some parts of the game are kind of like they're kind of made funny by just how like out of character it is for her at that point. Like there's that one part in the game where she drives like that crazy massive like bulldozer thing.
Yeah.
Dump truck thing or whatever, which I thought that was funny because it's so like kind of out of character for her.
You still get that in a sense in Remake too. You still get something like that where it's just like, how do you know how to do this? I don't know, man. See, like, and I guess that's like where you and I differ. Oh, this is all different.
Didn't I just say I was done?
So so we got this guy right here. So that's gonna be my last one. Yeah, one right here. Oh wow.
Not to be sexist, but how would most people handle what's wrong with being sexy?
Dude, honestly,
No,
like I think she is sexy right here. Like, it's not letting me look at her face for whatever reason.
Well, obviously not enough if you heard me read off those mods. So
yeah, well, again, that's degenerates. I think she looks good. I don't know. One thing in the original that always bothered me about her were her freaking chimpanzee ears. I couldn't stand it. I hated it.
I mean, it was GameCube graphics. Come on, give it a break.
Okay, but like, so
you're not gonna have like 4K ultra realistic.
Oh God, I might have fucked myself here. Oh, excuse the language, but I'm in trouble. I don't know how I'm gonna get past these guys.
Yikes!
Oh my God! Oh God!
You just have to take some chance here, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Not to be sexist, but how would most people handle a scenario like this? Probably not too well, you know, obviously. But I mean, this is a. I mean, you played the original, right? I mean, it's a goofy action movie. This is not a realistic, you know, scenario by any stretch of the imagination. It's a goofy action movie, complete with one-liners and ridiculous set pieces and things happening. It's like watching. It's like watching a more like horror themed version of like, you know, Commando or something like that or whatever. You know, like it's goofy and there's nothing wrong with being goofy. You know, it's entertaining. It's fun.
I agree.
This isn't some deep, you know, this isn't some deep treatise on the human condition here. This is just this is kind of just goofy entertainment.
And I agree to a certain point, but there is such a thing as too much goofiness, and like that's where I come from. And I think that's what ruined Resident Evil 4 original for me. I don't hate the original game. I have to qualify that. But I just Luis I didn't care for. I didn't care about anybody in the games, you know, where it's like in Resident Evil 4, whereas in
I thought Luis was funny. I liked some of his lines and how he acted. And Luis actually becomes a much more interesting character when you read the side like the diaries and stuff he left behind. So they kind of develop him sort of in that way too. That's most people might miss if they don't actually read the the notes that are left behind too. So I thought they did a fine job with him.
Oh no.
I thought he was a fairly memorable character. But here's the other thing too. Like,
hold on. What notes are you talking about for Luis? Are you talking about in original?
He leaves behind a lot of. There were research notes that he left behind where he describes the Plagas and the work that he did, and
that's in Remake. That's not in the original.
That's in the original.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It is in the original. I just played the original. I read the notes.
Okay. I'm
positive.
I'll take your word for it because he wasn't a researcher in the original.
Literally every time you come across what's it called? Yeah, here you're making me think I'm losing my mind. I'm positive about it. Let me double check.
Almost there.
Yeah, I feel like you've read notes on Remake and then are equating that to the original. But I could be wrong. Like I said, it's been over a decade since I last played the game, and I certainly wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, here, Lewis's memos. Here, he goes over all the creatures. Let's see. Yeah, was a Spanish biologist, a former employee of the Umbrella Corporation.
In the original? Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait here.
Hey, I was wrong. I can admit that.
Same as ever.
Here, 2005. During Dr. Sarah's research, he was enchanted by the discoveries and various mutations effects, blah blah blah. Yeah, so I was right. But back to Ashley. There's nothing wrong with making her, like I said, like, kind of a dumb bimbo character. I think that it's something that is you just don't really see in a lot of games anymore. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a female character in a game and not having a whole lot to it other than just being, she's nice to look at, or you can have your cake and eat it too. You can have a sexy female character, but also make them, they can make the story kind of more interesting and deep as well too.
Sure.
Case in point, Nier Automata. Even though technically you could say those are not human characters, but they're obviously presented as male and female.
Yeah, and I agree with you to a point on that. I certainly agree with you on the portrayal of females in modern video games. With Resident Evil 4 Remake specifically, though, I think they did a far better job with Ashley, and I wouldn't think twice of going back to the original. I still wouldn't. I don't think you could pay me to go back to the original at this point.
It's a horrible game. Of course it is.
It's not a horrible game. It did what it was supposed to do.
Garbage. It's like 0 out of 10.
That's not what I said. But okay.
You'd rather play Callisto Protocol.
Oh my god, no. I would play Resident Evil 4 original than Callisto Protocol again. Oh my gosh. Talk about crappy games. Holy buckets. I don't even know what chapter.
Keep coming.
Well, I know you got done with chapter 8, right? So you're probably somewhere in chapter 9.
I'm on chapter 10 right now.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, what? I did not know that could happen.
What?
I got knocked. I got knocked off the ladder. God, I hate these things. I hated these things in the original. I hate them now. Ugh, I hate bug.
They're not so bad in the original though, because you can really. I mean, if you're observant and looking out for. I mean, there's a couple parts where you can't like avoid them, but there's. I mean, when you first encounter them, you can actually take out a lot of them without them getting anywhere near you.
I just hate bug type enemies in general. They're just there to annoy you. That's all it is.
Would you say they're there to bug you?
They're there to bug me. And I hate it. I hate it.
Give me a break already.
Like in any video game. I think the Flood is still the worst offender. God, do I hate the Flood.
Were they like all bugs, so they were more like zombies, I thought?
I mean, essentially, yeah, they were zombies, but...
With like parasite things on them?
They were like the smaller ones who were more like critter-ish.
Okay, yeah.
But either way, they were just annoying. Like, look at that! Where did you come from? Oh my god! I just want to move along. Ah, there's so many. I'm gonna use all my health.
Just run for it.
That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to at least. I just keep popping up.
Is there still that cave with them later on too?
Oh, you'll see shortly here.
Oh, Mr. Kennedy, not much of a knight, are you? Your princess is a spirited individual. I must say, she gave us a considerable amount of trouble.
Oh yeah.
Double room or whatever.
Two of them.
Double Gyarados.
You get the hand cannon, you'll be fine.
Oh yeah, I know I will. Still annoying. Oh, come on. He like barely nicked me. Oh!
But going back to what we were talking earlier there about Command and Conquer for a second, as long as I love a Red Alert 2 and a Tiberian Sun, as long as they do it the same way they did the relatively more recent Command and Conquer, Tiberian Dawn, and Red Alert. That same style where they preserve the game, they preserve the cutscenes. It's just basically a graphical upgrade and adding on the a functional online service behind it, and then a whole bunch of extras. Like that was a perfect remake. There's really nothing I can say bad about, and that was done by EA, to EA's credit, or at least they were behind publishing it. I think it was I can't remember the studio behind it. It was some former Westwood that's behind it, but there was nothing wrong with that remake. It was very much exactly what I wanted from the remake. And it was cool to actually play those games online. It's like playing those games online back in the day was like challenge. I remember my cousin and I played Tiberian Dawn online, and we had to do like you had to set up like a I can't remember exactly how we did. We had to set like a direct connection up. There were no servers or anything at the time. It was like you had to set up like some sort of like network thing with your friend to play, and you can only play against each other. There were no bots or anything to play with. It was like the Dark Ages.
Alright, those guys are done.
How is Star Wars so far? So far, so good. I wasn't a fan of the. I like the. I didn't like the story of the first game there, but I liked. I mean, I liked just going around exploring. I liked the combat of it. I thought it was fairly well done. I'm more of a. I mean, it's a story that centers around a Jedi. I'm more interested in the kind of the dark side stuff, and that's kind of where you know, kind of what would draw me in a little bit more if it was a story like that. I wish they would have like a story of like sort of, you know, not kind of like what Force Unleashed was trying to do, like have like, you know, kind of an unrepentant like Sith character, you know, like lead the story. Like I think that'd be pretty interesting. Maybe that's something they'll do after maybe that'll be like the next game they make now. Like they'll try something kind of radically different. But who knows?
I didn't mean to do that.
I modded the first game, so it replaces.
Ghost, huh?
I use the one that replaces Cal with. I'm doing like a run through Fallen Order again now. I got a mod that replaces Cal with Darth Vader, so that's kind of fun. You can kind of like think it's like a. You kind of change the story in your head a little bit.
Talk about sticking the landing.
That's adorable.
It's adorable. I don't like how they make these games as difficult as possible. I think like I thought. I mean, there was like I remember like a couple of annoying enemies in that game, but it felt like Fallen Order was pretty fair overall. Like I mean, it felt like if I died in that game, it was kind of my fault to some degree. Like it didn't really feel like there's a lot of like super cheap deaths, you know.
Never played them.
Well, they're right up your alley because you're like such the Dark Souls fan. So
That's what I keep hearing. But you know, I was telling Jordan, I can't get behind supporting Disney Star Wars and any. Oh, you bastard. And so by extension, you know, any EA produced games or distributed games would be.
I'm behind you there. I mean, it's tough to avoid stuff though because it's like
No, it's not.
Because almost everything is you know, kind of has that same how should I say, wording it carefully here,
Agenda.
Yeah, you could say that about almost every major organization nowadays.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a matter. I will agree. It's a matter of degrees, though. Like not everyone is so into your face, bashing you over the head with it. You know?
right.
And Disney and yeah, Disney's definitely in the bash you over the head category.
Oh yeah, I'm so done with that Disney. My dad had proposed a family trip to Disney. I was just like, let's do Universal Studios instead. And he's like, oh okay.
You could go to Harry Potter Land, get some butterbeer.
I would go to Harry Potter Land. I don't have anything against Harry Potter. I've just outgrown it, you know. Like, even Hogwarts Legacy, I don't really care about the story at all. I've been skipping all cutscenes, and I've just been playing the game, because the game itself...
Me too. You know what they would make the story a lot more interesting. Like, I just like playing, like, there's not many games where you can play as, like, a straight evil character. Like, I would love it if I was, like, a dark wizard, like, kind of infiltrating Hogwarts or something like that, you know?
Sure.
That would be interesting. Like, I mean, I wish they would take more risks with games, you know, like we can play as some characters that are kind of, you know, not necessarily you know, the good guys, you know.
Trap. Welcome. Thank
2 million.
Better to be over prepared. Am I right?
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna sell.
Come back
Sell
anytime.
these red herbs.
Is there like a fast way to get money? How do they expect you to afford
Got a
2 million?
selection of good things on sales.
I mean, as you can see, I'm at 278,000. I probably started this run with like 40,000. You got the
So you gotta do like 4 runs of the game. To
No. Why don't you listen to me before you talk over me? You bought the deluxe edition, right?
Yeah.
So there is an attaché case where you find more pesetas. So definitely use that attaché case. And then finding pesetas is not a big deal at all.
Okay. Good thing I got my pay-to-win case. So.
It's a single-player game. It's not pay-to-win.
Get yourself killed now.
Right. Well, I think you can guess what's happening here. I know there's a little bit of a delay, so...
Oh, yeah. No, this is a pretty familiar area.
Another red fucking herb! God damn it. Whatever, it's fine. Yeah, so as you can see, because of the attaché case that I have, I busted open that crate and I got 1,500 pesetas, so...
Oh, so you've just been keeping that on?
Oh, yeah. I mean, when I knew that was a thing, that's the only case I've used. Because upgrading your weapons and stuff are far more important. The other attaché cases, there's like one for like handgun ammo, I think.
Oh, you're kidding me.
I don't know. There's other perks here.
I got my baby. Oh, what's her name? The wifey character.
Let's go, Verdugo!
She's in the game. I can't remember her name now. The sister or whatever character you pick up in the game.
Ow!
Yeah, from the yeah.
You're Ramon's lapdog.
Why am I not aiming my gun?
Frozen's a good listener. Eat this. Looks like it's gonna take more than that.
Yeah, we're playing hide and seek.
So we're playing hide and seek, is that it?
I might be able to finish this tonight.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say, like, I mean,
The first stream died, so that's about an... Oh, I can't skip this scene, okay. First stream died, so that's like an hour and a half. I hope it doesn't impact quality in terms of like re-uploading it to YouTube.
well, it is splitting the video, so you might have to do a little bit of work putting it all into one video.
No, I'll portray them in separate videos. Ow. Come on, dude. At least let me get my bearings here. Oh, yay! Oh, I buried.
You son of a bitch!
Come on, I fucking parried! Oh no! Oh no! I'm gonna have to heal now. My health is dangerously low. There we go. Now there's a parry. You know what? I'm done dealing with it. Let's go. Let's go find a freezer to freeze you up. Come on. Oh, it's not over here. Let's do this door, though. Come on! Come on! Oh my god! That's such crap. I hate little things like
The
that.
door closes on you.
Yeah, dude, it closes
The ghost
on
closes
me.
the door on you.
There we go. Now he's done. You know, it's just little stuff like that. It's like, come on.
Fine. Finally, some peace and quiet.
Another red herb. Cool.
How you doing on your time?
I'm not even at 2.5 hours.
Oh, you're fine then.
Oh yeah, I'm getting S rank for sure. Which is cool. I'll get the Ashley armor and then
You can do professional.
I'll do professional S plus because I just got a.
That might be more of an interesting one to see because that's so on professional S plus you can't. The only advantage you'll have is the Ashley armor. You can't use your handgun or anything.
No, you can still use the hand cannon.
Oh, okay. So well then that should be pretty straightforward for you.
Yeah, it won't be.
It might be easier for you because you don't have to worry about Ashley at all.
Right, exactly. So like I can just kind of, you know, I still haven't saved. I don't know what the repercussion. Why can't I talk now? Repercussions are. Repercussions are for not saving in hardcore.
Why help me, though? What's in it for you?
No need to be suspicious.
Welcome. I've got something new for you, mate. I'll buy it at a... Give that...
Anything else I can help you
I got some treasures.
Stocking up while you can.
Sell some of these treasures.
Wise
What do I got? I got an ornate necklace.
Come. Back. Welcome.
But my goal is, I don't know if I'll go straight into a professional S plus run right after this. I think I'll do like maybe 1 or 2 more regular runs. So I can, because I think there's an achievement for fully upgrading all your weapons.
A little hard for me to put my face.
So
in
I want to
someone
get.
There we
who used to
go.
work for a
We
broker.
got you.
So
You didn't care about achievements before, but
That's done for.
now we got you.
You don't need to.
Well, I mean like a challenge where you get like CP points.
You didn't answer my question. What are you
I
after?
got you.
I just
To get like more money to get the infinite
Well,
rocket launcher, because
got
then
a
I can just
selection
run the
of
infinite
good things on
rocket
sale,
launcher
stranger.
with the hand
Ruby's all
cannon, and
rubbish,
then
it
I can
makes
get
no
S
difference.
plus.
The price, well, that's our choice to make. Not bad. Don't get yourself killed now.
I was gonna say the rocket launcher still is gonna be even if it's infinite, it's still gonna be kind of situational. I mean,
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't know if you take damage if it's too close to you. I don't know.
well, I imagine you still have to reload the thing, right? I mean,
Oh yeah, sure. It'd be more for like bosses, you know, kill bosses
Yeah.
even quicker. Oh, I forgot
yeah,
this.
the bosses would be trivial then, but
Yeah. So I have it for the bosses, and then I make quick work of the enemies with the hand cannon.
yeah, we'll see. Maybe not. I'll get Star Wars. We'll see. I know I didn't get Jedi Fallen Order right away. I got it like when it was like on a deep sale.
What hit me? What the hell even hit me? Oh, come on. I don't even know what hit me, man. It must be somebody with a bolt launcher. Alright, let's lower the bridge. This is actually pretty fun. Like I said, I'm not... Yeah, if I weren't in love with Fallen Order... If you weren't in love with Fallen Order, you won't be in Survivor.
Ceci Mary.
I get it. It took me a second. I was like, what is he talking about? I get it.
I gotta see. Are there mods like that already for Survivor? Let's see. No, it's not that I wasn't. It's not that I wasn't like into Fallen Order. There's a lot of things I did like about it. It's just like I wasn't like dying to play it. Like, you know what I mean? Like it didn't like initially strike me as something I would enjoy. And I wouldn't say it's like the greatest game of all time or anything. I mean, it's probably one of the better Star Wars games in the last 10 years, but that's just kind of by default because there hasn't really been many Star Wars games of any quality in the last 10 years or so.
What are you talking
Although
about?
I did enjoy it.
You don't like Battlefront?
I had fun with Battlefront actually. I think the first Battlefront actually, like what was that, 2015, was actually, I mean, it had a lot going for it. It really, especially graphically, it really recreated the original trilogy locations really, really well, like amazingly.
Yeah,
probably the best it's ever looked in a video game. It looks like you go playing around like on Endor and running around. I mean, it looks like it's right out of the movie. It looks great. You know, I mean, it's like I said, Fallen Order is not that bad. I really didn't like the plot. I didn't really care for any of the characters. I mean, I liked the things I liked about it. I liked the exploration. I liked. I thought the combat was pretty satisfying. You know, it's you get your money's worth out of it. It's a long game. There's a lot of side stuff to do in it. You know, you definitely get your money's worth out of it. But I mean, it's an okay game. It's just not what I wouldn't put it up there as like a classic, amazing experience. But I mean, like if they ever did something like it with a more interesting story, I mean, you know. But I don't. Maybe I'll get Survivor. We'll see. I'm not sure. I'm not like falling over myself to get it. Oh, but to answer your question about mods, let's see here. Darth Maul robes. You can be a stormtrooper. Let's see.
Oh my god! This dude is packing a punch right now.
Let's see, trending. Not yet, actually. No.
Oh my god!
What's it called, mods just yet? But I mean, give it time. There's some of those for Fallen Order, so it's only a matter of time.
Oh my god, dude, this guy is wrecking me right now.
No, it takes time. The game like just came out, so you know people will throw mods up there.
It's making me go through all of my first aid sprays. Come on, Luis. Do
Can't you throw them into the lava pit?
So they do back off. If you try to capture them, they do back away from the lava pit. The lava pit. Come on, show me the worm! Oh god, he's right in front of me! Oh god!
Shit, can't get through the armor.
Come on! Oh, no way! I was hitting a fade! Oh man. Oh, it's a good thing I had all the first aid sprays that I had. This guy.
Yeah, you kind of starting to. Maybe you shouldn't have sold all those red herbs.
See, he backs away a bit.
Here it goes. It moved.
You know what? Yeah, I'll try this. Come on.
It moved. Here it goes.
No, I didn't mean to do that. Well, I found even more red herbs. I have 2 red herbs on me. I just don't have any green herbs to mix them with.
So this is a part with that infinite rocket launcher.
Right, exactly. Oh my god, dude. Wait, I'm down to 3 first aid sprays. Wow.
Stay focused.
There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. He's down. Yes. Okay.
Present for you.
Whew, I probably should have tried that sooner, but whatever. I still got a few.
Yeah, that's probably the smart way to do it, right?
Yeah.
I think we can get through here.
But I've had it happen even on standard mode, where you stun them with a flash,
How's it look?
and then they still back away from the middle. So it's not as easy in the original, which I appreciate that. I like that, you know.
It's open. Well, that was a pain.
Keeping those things cooped up down here too?
Hey, a green herb. All right.
See, this is where they discovered Las Plagas.
I think I'm out of the most
Served inside
irritating
ancient buses,
portions
man.
of the castle now. I really don't like the vertigo area.
Of course.
And I don't mean it to sound completely negative, because there's still good areas. It's the most irritating portion.
You're not suggesting we ride this thing.
Well, and there's like I said, you're down a boss in this area from the original too, so I mean it makes it a little bit quicker.
Kind of, yeah. But you know, the thing is, I'm gonna pause this real quick.
Give us a push, Sancho.
The nice thing about
Who are you
what they did
calling
with the Resident Evil
Sancho?
4 remake is, even with the stuff they've removed, they at least replaced it with stuff. So I don't know if you remember earlier in the castle when I was kind of like running around and I had that Gigante throwing stuff at me. That wasn't in the original. So like,
Yeah.
that's where I can kind of forgive cut content. If you're cutting content but then replacing it with something else, okay, fine, you know. And the U3 boss, I don't know, it never really, it was just over the top goofiness, you know. I had that big slimy tongue hanging out of its mouth. It was just like,
I thought it was okay. I mean, I like how it makes you like run away from it, and it's like 2 stages to the fight.
The first portion, so like when you're in the containers and you have to escape it, that I liked. That portion I liked, and then just having to continue with it, it's just like, It didn't really do anything for me. All right. Well, let's see what's different in hardcore mode with the Mineshaft.
This should speed things up a bit.
I can't believe I'm doing
Gonna
this.
go Minecraft.
Hey, we're in a
outside.
hurry, right? Oh, by the way,
What now?
hope you like thrill rides.
Somebody should mod this to play the Donkey Kong music from the cart level.
I'm sure somebody. I'd be shocked if somebody hasn't already.
That's what I would do.
Going off the rails! Get me up, mierda!
And I will say too, I hated Luis in the original. I love Luis in the. He's just,
Like, why did you hate him in the original?
he was just over the top goofy, man. I don't
And
like.
that's why I love him.
See, and I don't like over the top goofiness like that, man. Like, I just, you know, when I was a kid, I remember even as a kid playing it in the basement of my friend's house. My buddies were watching Family Guy, and then me and them, oh damn it, missed that. Oh god. And so I was playing his GameCube copy of Resident Evil 4, and I was just like, man, this game is just too, like, I was in high school when it came out. It's just, I don't know, man.
I mean, not every game needs to be like, you know, War and Peace. I mean, it's you can have like silly games and stuff, and they're just entertaining. I mean, that's
I agree, but it's got to be in small doses. For me personally.
same with movies and stuff. Like I said, that's why. I mean, personally, I don't like the like the Batman example. Like, I don't like the Nolan Batmans.
Yeah, see,
I think they're way too up their own ass.
see, and like yeah, that's a good example. You know, like I appreciate Batman and Batman Returns. I think the first two Nolan Batman movies are superior. I don't like Dark Knight Rises. Like, that's a whole other tangent. You know,
The only reason I like Dark Knight Rises is because I thought Bane was kind of goofy.
I liked Tom Hardy's portrayal of Bane. I didn't have an issue with that. It was just the story, you know, because at the time when that movie came out, it was the whole like fight against the 1% type stuff, and Nolan.
Yeah, it was like the Occupy Wall Street type of stuff, and yeah, I remember that one sucked because it felt like there's like this big tangent where they had like Bruce Wayne like in like some kind of like underground cave thing or whatever, and then they have Catwoman in there they interjected randomly in that movie.
Who?
I thought
Catwoman. Yeah, Catwoman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is like, ugh, you know.
Yeah, and it's just like
if you're gonna have Catwoman in a movie, like make it like in Batman Returns, where it's like, I mean, you know, give me something to look at, you know, and like have like an interesting kind of like persona to it, an interesting take on the character, like that. Like that's what you like. We think of a live action Catwoman. That's what you think of is that movie.
So okay, so Jordan mentioned Robert Pattinson, I Am Vengeance. So we're talking about Batman. Did you see the newest Batman at all, Spectre?
No, I did not.
Okay. So
I don't think Robert Pattinson. I don't think he's a bad actor. I liked him in
Twilight. You love those movies, don't you?
Oh yeah, I love Twilight. Yeah. No, I liked him in. He was in a movie with Willem Dafoe.
Oh, The Lighthouse. Yeah, dude.
I liked him in that. He was also in a Cronenberg movie that was kind of weird, but he did a good job of it. Metropolis or whatever the hell it's called. But yeah, go on. I got nothing against him, is what I'm saying.
He was a good cast. I don't have anything against him either. I think the Batman itself was far too long. It was a 3-hour movie, and I remember.
Isn't the Riddler the bad guy in that one or something?
Yeah. So like, and oh god, I got that off. Thank God. Hold on.
I'll let you concentrate for a second.
Okay, so I got a little bit of a breather here. So the Riddler is the villain. I like who they casted. I love the cast for the most part, except with the casting of Jim Gordon. I don't have an issue with the actor himself. He's a good actor, but I think you can pick up on where I'm going with that.
Who plays Gordon?
I don't remember his name.
Let's see, Gordon. Jeffrey Wright, looks like. Yeah. I know who this guy is. He was in that awful Westworld series.
I liked season 1 of Westworld.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah, keep it season 1 and it's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the only thing I recognize him from.
So anyway, I think you can understand why I have an issue with his casting specifically. I don't mind him as an actor, but you know, he's not Jim Gordon.
Yeah, it does. I know what you mean. It does.
Right. So, but anyway, the casting overall was good, and then they had to interject a little
bit. Like if I cast Tom Hanks as Shaft.
Right. Exactly. But what was I saying? So the movie, it really had that Detective Comics feel to it, which is the origination of Batman.
But actually, this works.
And so I appreciated that. And then it got off into this weird. Of course, they had to insert some type of political messaging.
Oh God, what is it saying?
Oh,
just keep in mind. I know nothing about the movie other than the trailer.
It doesn't say anything. Well, Catwoman, she has some commentary, and then
some commentary.
The Riddler is an incel of sorts, and we all know how people feel about incels.
Oh God, does he have like a manifesto or something?
I mean, he may as well. So I mean, like, the movie was 3 hours in its runtime. Again, Robert Pattinson, phenomenal job. He did a great job as Bruce Wayne and
So
Batman.
do they really portray the Riddler as pissed off at Batman or Gotham or whatever because he can't have sex?
No, not at first. And then it kind of...
Take care of them for me, would ya?
I mean, it may as well have been
Open
that
fire
toward the
instead of your
end.
mouth.
Oh my god.
Brains.
People were paid to write this.
Yeah. So it's like, you could have cut maybe like a solid, half hour to 40 minutes of the movie, and it would have been just as fine, if not better. But I didn't hate it. I'll see the sequel whenever that comes out. Colin Farrell did an awesome job as Penguin. But he's
I like Colin Farrell a lot, actually.
he's a really
He's a good actor.
He's a really, really good actor. I can't think of anything that he's been in that I didn't enjoy.
He just has. I think he's done like I've seen him like in action movies, more serious movies, comedies, and that to me that's a mark of a good actor. A good actor is someone that you could put in any type of movie, whether it's a comedy or a horror movie or an action movie, and they can play a role pretty well.
Right.
They're not just one. I mean, you do have your people that are just like kind of like they're character actors, I guess you would technically say that they but they kind of play the same character in each movie, but they do it really, really well.
Love Woody Harrelson. I love Woody Harrelson. Jordan just typed Woody Harrelson in the chat.
I got nothing against Woody Harrelson. I like example would be like I like a Jack Nicholson. I think he's really effective.
Yeah.
Or even like a Johnny Depp. I think Johnny Depp does really good in like any kind of movie you throw him in.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, Jack Nicholson is the same character in every movie. But
he can
still,
play it really well. Like
he's still entertaining.
He can be entertaining. He can be intense. He can be funny as hell.
Yep.
Gun rhymes with fun for a reason, stranger. Welcome.
I'm definitely
Got a selection.
inebriated
Good
here,
things on
as the
sale,
kids would
is
say.
you.
Well, you had like at least a drink and a half there, right? So you're probably
Stranger.
like,
Oh yeah.
I'll pay
Oh
a
yeah. I
pretty
gotta
penny
buy.
for that.
Gotta buy a first
Come
aid spray.
back
Oh, he doesn't have a first aid spray. No. Oh, I'm in trouble. I gotta really pay attention to like scrounging for herbs and stuff now.
Anything up next time then?
But yeah, I really liked Shaq made a grumpy. I watched that entire trial, and that was the best entertainment I had of 2022.
you watch what?
The entire trial of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
The best entertainment that anyone could hope for.
It's better than the movie. The you can't make it up. The dump on the bed. It's just like it's like you can't make this stuff up.
Phew. I'm beat. Makes you appreciate tech like this.
After this next
I
boss
don't get
fight,
you.
I'm gonna stop the stream, and then I'm
Why
just
risk your life
gonna
like this?
restart
Right.
it again.
You don't know.
Just to have it broken up. I mean,
Okay.
It makes me feel better.
Be straight with me for once.
Los Iluminados.
I was working for them. See, there you go.
Helping the two of you doesn't make up for it. I know that. But still, I don't want anyone else to get hurt.
In that case, you better get serious.
Harsh words for a squire.
this part I really
Are you
liked
being
as well.
controlled by that cult? This has nothing to do with them.
Instead of the
Made a choice.
oh no, well except for that.
Too slow.
Yeah, you're flying for those first aid kits.
Yeah, that El Gigante did not help my
You're not
resolve.
thinking straight. My mind's clearer than it's ever been. Focus and show me what you got. Kill us all. No mercy. Only devastating power.
Oh come on, I evaded. I was hitting the button.
Krauser! I can understand. What happened was unforgivable. But that doesn't give you the right to hurt innocent people.
22 minutes? Man, that felt a lot longer. Aquaman. Alright, I'm gonna stop the stream and then I'll just restart it right away.
All right.